Hey everyone, this is kind of a serious video, but I'm sure some of you want to know why I have stopped playing Brave Exvius. Some of you have asked, so I thought I'd give you a good reason why. Well, it may not be a good reason for you, but yeah, I want to know your guys' opinions. I'm not really going to talk about other games such as Mobius or Record Keeper just yet. Maybe I'll touch upon it a little bit, but not too much. But I want to focus on how I feel about Exvius. So let me know your comments and also some constructive criticism at the end of the video anyway. As some of you know, it's tough to juggle so many mobile games. The mobile market has been absolutely insane, really. I'm sure, as some of you like myself, that has joined Exvius, mainly because of the Final Fantasy name that was incorporated into the title, being Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. When I started playing Exvius, I really didn't feel like I was playing anything Final Fantasy related or anything Square Enix related. The story literally felt like the Final Fantasy characters could be replaced with any game or any franchise. So this is Dragon Ball Z. Now that I think about it, I think that would be actually pretty cool. Anyway, when I played Brave Frontier, I felt like it was actually the exact same game, except just different models. It was pretty unique that it still had a story. Actually, I felt like the summoning characters thing shouldn't be in the game, since the main characters are a sole part of the story, such as Rain and Laswell. So, like, when did Bartz come into the story? Yeah, they kind of just popped them all into the summoning mechanic. I admit it was pretty cool to see them fight, but they are very OP characters compared to the main characters, which kind of sucks, to be honest. And you know how the percentage chance of getting a good character is. Of course, it's better than Record Keeper getting a 5-star Relic, but I don't know, one can argue, right? Free-to-play games have always been running on these kind of add-ons being the main source of income. Yeah, like all games, I guess. Microtransactions are probably the worst thing to talk about, to be honest, especially in games like this, and such as other games as well, since it makes the younger audience entitled to gambling. You guys know what I mean, right? But I'm gonna say it sucks how every battle can be won by throwing in some dough. But of course, you can just bring an OP friend to just do all the work for you anyway. I think that was the case when I first started Exvius, so I was just bringing the most OP cloud of darkness getting through the game. This is the only time that I'm going to be solely comparing this to Record Keeper, but I think they should have run on Record Keeper's system, where you basically pay for a revive, and it starts the battle from the very beginning with a little bonus, so it doesn't feel like it's fully reliant on money, if you get what I mean. I guess I have to talk about the exploration mechanic as well, which personally I think is really stupid, because they could have made it a lot better with just a simple change. They should have made the exploration so it kind of ties between two dungeons or a dungeon and a town, so you basically have a pathway walking to the next place. Similar to a proper Final Fantasy game, how you walk to the next town, walk to the next dungeon. Not too sure why they didn't do that, but they can still incorporate bosses and chests and stuff into it, but I think it would have been a lot more better that way. Instead of just having an exploration into one little part of the dungeon, they just have exploration and then you just walk around and then get out of the dungeon, and that's pretty much just it. I know the fan base for Exvius is quite enormous, but the bottom line is it simply is not the game for me. I don't feel the excitement when I play a new Final Fantasy game like I did for Record Keeper and Mobius. It felt like a rehashed Frontier, which I really didn't like. Anyway, that's all my personal opinion. I hope you understand where I'm getting at, and let me know your thoughts again. I know there are plenty of people which absolutely adore Brave Exvius. Let me know why. Do you think it lives up to the Final Fantasy name?